You all have your ghost stories ready for Christmas Eve. I know I have. But it's not All Hallows Eve, I hear you say, and you would be right. However, we've forgotten the 16th century tradition of spooky tales by the fireside on Christmas Eve. The winter solstice celebration known as Yule has always been seen as a time when the veil separating the living world from that of the dead has been at its thinnest. So what better time for a little bit of gentle scaring of your friends and family? After all, what else was there to do on a dark winter's evening? Shakespeare wrote of sprites and goblins in The Winter's Tale, so we know the tradition continued to Elizabethan England. But probably the most famous Christmas ghost story, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, was first published in time for Christmas in 1843, becoming a bestseller. The story of a man tormented by a series of ghostly visitors on the eve of Christmas became an overnight success. It clearly struck a chord. The indifference the wealthy felt towards the poor was polarized into this cautionary tale. Those with would shirk their responsibilities to those without at their peril. Many a destitute family would no doubt benefit from Dickens' supernatural Yuletide story, hopefully. Dickens was editor for a magazine which the Christmas issues included ghost stories such as The Chimes and The Haunted Man, which also featured an unhappy, miserable man who saw the error of his ways after visitation by a ghost. His publications were not just winter-themed, but explicitly linked to Christmas, further re-establishing that Christmas Eve, as he stated in 1854, was a witching time for storytelling. That's from the Seven Poor Travellers. 25 years after its first publication, the novelty had clearly worn off for Dickens. He said, "It's as if I had murdered Christmas a number of years ago and its ghost perpetually haunted me." And with that, discontinued the Christmas publications in 1868. But his moralistic tale lives on, popular to this day in books, on the stage and screen. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone who hasn't been moved by it in some way by his words. So have you a ghostly tale ready for December 24th?